There's no way to evade what's supposed to happen for you. That can be a positive thing, but also a negative thing. A lot of people say, like, if it's meant for you, it's not going to miss it. That applies for certain negative experiences as well. And negative experiences don't have to be a bad thing that ruins your life. And negative experiences don't always have to mean a punishment. Sometimes it's part of a lesson you have to learn. Sometimes it's part of a cycle that you have to close. It's part of something that you have to do. And in order for that to happen, you first have to go through certain things that will be negatively challenging for you. No matter how much you are prepared for this, and maybe that you received premonition, there are warnings that you felt, and you felt this in your gut that this was going to happen in a destructive way, it doesn't necessarily save you from having to go through that. And this is why I always say, having certain gifts to be prepared for certain things that are bound to happen, it doesn't make you immune to experiencing what you're supposed to experience, because in the bigger picture, it's a good thing for you to accumulate that lesson. It's a good thing for you to experience that. It's not going to take away from possibly the pain, the betrayal, or the emotions, or the intensity that you experience from this. So what I'm saying is that no matter who you are, and no matter how spiritual you are, and no matter how much you try to evade what's supposed to happen for you, you will not be able to. But that also means that you have it in yourself to frame yourself and get your attitude the right way. Don't play victim. Don't feel disempowered. Don't get discouraged, because you could say, well, how could this be happening to me? I already knew this. And especially this is for the people that are conscious and sovereign, that you are intentional, that you're not a dumb bitch, that you're always trying to be prepared, and you try to follow your gut feeling as much as possible. But that's what I'm saying, though, is that you could have gut feelings, you could have intuition, you could have discernment, but things are still going to happen, because at the end of the day, especially in certain settings outside of your control, particularly having to do with other people, you don't have control over how certain things transpire. So you could be prepared all you want, but it doesn't mean that you're not going to have the effect. You're not going to experience the effect of it, or the impact of it, and the influence of it, because maybe it comes in ways that you weren't necessarily anticipating. But this is why I say, it's about being a conscious, sovereign being, right? It's not about trying to control outcomes. It's about knowing yourself and knowing that you got this regardless, because the attacks are not going to stop just because you're a certain person, just because you connect to God, just because you're prepared. It does not stop the attacks. If anything, they might increase. But this is why you equally have to be prepared and mentally be attuned to your strength and your power and your faith as well.